Hold on. We
What time is
live, kid.
it? Hey,
12:20.
what's going on? Deep Wave TV. Today we got a special guest and a real good friend of mine, DJ ERNZ. What it do, man?
Yes.
What's good?
Yes. Swim, what up, bro? How you?
You in the hot seat today, bro.
Hot seat, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm
Rubbing
ready.
my
I'm
hands.
I'm glad to be here, bro. It's been a long
That's what's
time.
up.
Been waiting for
That's what's
this.
up. That's what's up. So tell me, like, first we gonna do how we do with every guest, man. What started you DJing? What made you want to DJ, yo?
Um, so I mean, a lot of it started with my pops schooling me on music. Like my pops is from the Bronx, and this is like I want to say 98, 99 is when I kind of like really got in tune with music and listening to the radio and DJs and all that. Like I would
Mhm.
say 98, 99. My pops got his expedition, right? So
Mhm.
he used to buy all the mix CDs, all of the DJs that came before me. So like the Kid Capri tapes, Ty Boogie tapes, Robbie Rob, uh, Big Mike, all the early like blend mix DJs, Mr. C tape, Smunk Flex tape. So my pops was always into like mixed music. Like that's what he would have playing. It was never just like a whole, album, A to B, start to finish. It was
Mhm.
always just a mixed CD. So that's how I listened to music, from, 9 years old, something like that. And, my pops would school me on certain lyrics. Like he was a heavy B.I.G. fan. So, which makes me a heavy B.I.G. fan. And of course, R.I.P. B.I.G. yesterday, March 9th.
March 9th. Rest in
But
peace.
yeah, for sure. Um, and my pops would school me even on the lyrics to the songs. Like I'm only 9 years old, but my pops was put me on to what they really talking about and all that stuff. So that just fascinated me when pops kind of really schooling me on everything. So um, after that, as I'm getting older, I'm starting to wonder like about the scratch sound, like the
Mhm.
sound. You know what I mean? That I'm like, yo, how are they doing that? Like that just fascinated me more than the music being mixed. Like, because certain cats was just super nice with it, and I'm just like, yo, how do they do that? How are they taking the acapella, the words, and putting it on a different beat? Like that was just like mind blowing
Different.
to me. Yeah, at a young age, you know what I'm saying? So after a while, I asked my pops, yo, like how, could I get turntables? Like how do I do that? So, pops took me to, Guitar Center, Sand Mash. We was looking at beat machines, Fruity Loops, DJ Softwares wasn't even out. So it was like, yo, you gotta buy Technique 1200s, and then we gotta also buy the records from the store.
Mhm.
And this is before LimeWire, BearShare, like wasn't no downloaded music. At this point, my pops was like, "Yo, you're gonna have to pay for this music. Like
Mhm.
every song is gonna be like $5 at the time
Right.
on vinyl,
Right.
if it's a single." So pops is he's like, yo, that might be like, he was like, yo, you kind of young, you don't really have a job, like who's gonna be buying all this music for you, right? So
Yeah.
then so I said, all right, you know what, maybe I'll try to make beats, right?
Yeah.
So of course, dude in Guitar Center or Sandmash, whatever, they try to sell
Guitar
you.
Center.
Yeah, they try to sell you the most expensive product, like an MPC 2000. Like, what is
How
a
much was it?
like probably like 2,500 at the time,
That's
2,000,
crazy. That's bread back then. That's bread
right?
now.
Right.
Word.
And Pops knew like I wasn't a kid that really stuck to anything. He's like, yo, if I buy this for you, you gonna mess with it for like a week, and that's gonna be it. So I'm like, like I really wanted it too, but he was like, yo, I can't do that. He's like, I can't do the 2,000. So then they showed me Fruity Loops, right? And it was
Mhm.
only like $200 at the time. So Pops was like, yo, this I could do. Like,
Yeah.
but again, I didn't even have a computer at that time, like a laptop, like 11, 12 year old with a laptop, like nah,
Nah.
not happening. So
Mm-hmm.
so I kind of just I kind of just really just, forgot about it for a while, just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna keep listening to music. I'm gonna keep, as I'm getting older, that junior high school era, you start buying the Dipset tape, mixtapes
Right.
and the G
Right.
Unit tapes. And I'm gonna still
Right.
be in tune, but I don't, as far as the DJ thing, it wasn't first on my mind. Now, quick, I'm trying to make this a long story short, but we get to the BET Awards and Jam Master Jay, Grandmaster Flash, DJ Premier, and Kid Capri. They did the tribute. Sorry, they did the tribute to Jam Master Jay. It was Jazzy Jeff, Grandmaster Flash, Kid Capri, DJ Premier. It was a Jam Master Jay tribute because he just passed, right?
Right.
And yo, when I say watching
So
all
that's like
four.
2004, 2003 type
Right,
shit.
right, exactly. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 13, 14, about to like go into high school. So it was the way they killed that segment, you can see it on YouTube. I'm sure you probably saw it. But the way they killed that segment, it was like, yo, I gotta get turntables. Like I gotta get them. I don't care. Like I'll get a job. I'll pay whatever I need to pay. But like I need to be able to do what they did because it was just like remarkable, right? Mind blowing. So it was like next day, yo. Um, I told my moms I was serious about it. I told uh yeah, I told both my parents. So like, yo, I'm really serious about this, whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
even my step pops that, he I told everybody. And he actually my step pops took me to Jamaica Ave to get vinyl because he actually already had turntables like in the attic or something like that. So he already had turntables, not the top of the line joints, but he had some and a mixer already. He's like, yo, all we gotta do is get needles and some
We good.
vinyls. Yeah, and he was like, I could show you the basics. Boom, got that joint. Went to Music Factory on the Ave. It's closed now, but salute to
Yeah,
Music
I remember
Factory.
that. Salute to Music Factory.
Right.
Word.
Yep. Yep. So
Staple in the community.
right. Right. So going there, I think Fat Fingers was working there too at the time. Like so, this is
Fat
back then.
Fingers.
Yeah. Yeah. DJ Fat Fingers.
Heard.
Word. So, I go in there, buy the vinyls, got back to the crib. Step Pop showed me. He showed me a little 1-2 scratch, but like after that, that's all he had. Like yo, it's like the rest is on you. I'm gonna show you how to mix one song to the next. I'm gonna tell you about the tempo, how to match, beat match songs. After that, bro, it was just locking in, night after night. I ended up quitting basketball, like just because I realized, like, yo, this is where I really want to be right now. You know what I'm saying? Like even like playing basketball under pressure, like or everybody watching, I couldn't do it. I didn't even have it in me to like,
Right.
it was like nerve
Have that
wracking to me.
confidence. Yeah.
Right, right. But DJing, I was like, yo, anybody could watch. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I was very like, yo, this is where I want to show off. You know what I'm saying? So,
So, like,
yeah.
when
I
did
mean,
you? Nah. That's perfect. That's perfect. You gave it all, bro. Uh, so when did you realize that you was like you were good? Because we coming from the same area, and I hear a lot of I hear a lot, and you're prized as a good DJ. So when did you start realizing that? When did you get the feedback? How long in after that start? Like a year in? When did you build the skill to get notified as a good DJ? Mm-hmm.
good question. So I would say, I would say the first 3 years was like, yo, I got a nice little selection with the songs that I know, like the music we listen to at that time. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, I got a nice little selection. But then it became, my pops telling his friends, yo, my son DJs. Now I'm doing older people's parties now because he's, he's kind of selling me, yo, my son. So my pops and my uncle Shane, I'll never forget, we had to sit down for hours just going through old songs, like 80s songs, 70s songs, like, you know, 80s rap songs, you know, Rakim, KRS One, like the joints that they want to hear in this party. Because my uncle Shane,
Right.
he was having a party, so he's like, "Yo, this the first old school joint you gonna do." So, boom, just threw me right in the fire, and that's like around 16, and I did my thing, but still, of course, you know, I need work. You know, I don't know their songs like
Right.
I know new music. And with DJing, you got to be quick. You got to be fast. Like that was the other
Right.
thing they was teaching me. Like, you know, they like, if I want the whole song to play, we could just
Mm.
play a CD. So we don't want the whole song to play. Like we want you to get in, get to the good parts, get out. You know what I mean? So,
Mm.
uh, you know, I would say I got a nice bit of confidence, but it was still like I knew I had a lot to learn. I was always on YouTube, you know, watching other DJs, what they playing, how they mix, how they transition, like just heavy research, I would say, like all of high school. But I was doing you know, the basement parties and, you know, all that stuff. Like that so that's the thing too. The basement parties, I had to get my reggae game up, my reggae dancehall game. Like I had to
Yeah,
get
you
that
know
up.
that,
Yeah,
especially in
had to.
Queens. Where.
Right, right. Had to get that up crazy, right? And
Mm.
my man Caesar, shout out to Caesar, he was Guyanese, and he like fake DJ'd at the time, and he had mad like rhythm vinyls in his crib, like so the Diwali rhythm, buyout rhythm, all the shit Sean Paul, Elephant Man, all of them was on. So he was teaching me like, yo, these are rhythms, like, you know, in Jamaica they all rap on the same beat, and so it's easy to mix in the party. So I
Right.
was like, word. So he had all it, like, bro, I'm talking about strictly, had all the vinyls, right? Like the whole collection of like the 2000 rhythms, like the
Yeah.
year 2000, 2003, all them rhythms, bro. He's like, yo, bro, I ain't using
He
them. You
had
could
them
just
like stacked up like
like
that.
stacked up, strictly the best, buyout rhythm, liquid rhythm, Diwali rhythm, buzz rhythm, like all the fire ones. Elephant Man singles, Ponder River, all that, like that era, right? He had them all ready, and he's like, yo, bro, he's like, yo, you could just take them. I'm like, you serious? Like, he's like, yo, well, he's like, I ain't using them. It's like, psst, say no more. Took them joints back
Oh
to the crib.
man.
Yeah, that was a blessing, cause next party now I can use those. You feel me? So,
Yeah, yeah.
um, yeah, man. So started getting real familiar with the reggae, the dancehall, and which, you know, helped me to do the basement parties and all that. So I would say again, it was like I was I feel like I was talked about and people was fucking with it because there weren't that many people DJing at the time,
Right.
right? So it was like I was the one to go to, like, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. So I would say fast forward now to like getting out of high school, going into like the 18 and over clubs trying to DJ. Like that's when I met, you know, Different World and the whole crew. And like
Yeah, I remember that time.
right, right. So I I I spun for them, right? Like a few of them came to the
Hold
crib.
on, wait, hold on.
Uh-huh.
I was just gonna ask if you were involved in that party promoter era
Oh
that
yeah, of
everybody was
course.
in. Okay, you was the DJ for Different World.
For
Okay.
sure. For
And now
sure.
how was that?
Shout out to the Different World fam.
Shout out to Different World, man.
Word. That was a beautiful experience, man. Like that was one of a kind. Like
How
so
old
many
were you?
stuff. Uh, when I started that, it was, yeah, 18, like fresh out of high school. Right, 18 years old. Like I was in the 21 and over clubs and the 18 and over clubs, and like yeah, so they came to my crib, and my man Chaser, he's like, yo, you know, just like show me a little something, whatever. So I did my little thing, whatever. He's like, all right, no doubt, no doubt. He's like, yo, I'm gonna have you like open up like at our next party, whatever. I'm like, cool, cool. And it was like Rumba Sky or something, like in
Yeah,
Long Island at the time. So shout out to everybody in the chat too.
Rumba Sky,
uh,
son. That's so bad.
chill,
What call it? You got to call the rest of them out, man.
no, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Amazura.
Gamma nights. Chill
Oh
Clinton. Shout out
man,
to Chill Clinton and Ronald Adams.
Mangoville.
Yeah, Mangoville, Club Mink, all that, right?
Yo, that's a
So,
fact.
so,
Club Mink.
yeah,
Ah,
man. What was it? Island Vibes or Island Rock, something
boy.
like that. Yeah, it was Mad Club, son. So, yeah. So basically, they come through, whatever, and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna have you open, right?" And I opened and it was cool like that. That's easy stuff, right? But it was
Yeah,
like it was crazy watching the next DJs get on because they're all older than me and have way more experience in the like club circuit. So there's a different energy you got to bring. You got to be heavy on the mic. Like, so I'm watching them and just learning, and like my mind's blown again. Like, okay, whatever level I think I'm on, like I need to get to this level that they're on. You know what I'm saying? Because they really rocking the crowd. They really got the shit under control. They stopping the music, talking, dropping the music. Like, shit was mind blowing, right?
you felt like Q and Juice or some shit when he was sweating to go upstage and they
Right,
was that
right.
concert. Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit is like
exactly,
yeah.
son. And it was crazy because I knew I had to close the event, and I'm like, yo, these niggas is going in. Like, what do I play after they just wrecked this party? You know what I'm saying? So, it's funny, but I did get on, and I started playing mad old school, like 90s stuff. Like, this is how we do it, all that hype shit, and like
Okay.
people went crazy. Like they really
You know,
responded
they
to
went
it.
crazy, it worked.
Yeah, yeah, it worked. It worked.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, I'm glad I got through that, but I'm like, I got to get to where these other cats is at. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
their level, that level of confidence. I'm like, nah, I got to get to that level. So my man Rock, uh, Chris Cash, all of them, Bubs, you know them. They
Yeah, 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 yeah.
they all so we they'd all be at my crib. We practicing here and there. Like they
Right,
helping me with
right,
little ideas. So after that, that's when my confidence started kicking in because I realized I know how to mix and I know my timing
right.
is good, but it was like the selection of songs and like what to say on the mic. Like those two things were like, yo, they, like I got to be quicker with my selection. I got to know what to say, and
Right.
I really just started locking into that and practicing that, bro. When I tell you, I used to be behind DJs on on my phone, writing down the songs that they playing like in order. Like it was crazy, bro.
Oh
Like
yeah,
crazy.
because I know in any art form they tell you you learn the basics and then you mess around. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And by the
Mm-hmm.
way, this is how we do it as a cheat code, man. Yeah, the community
Oh
always gonna
yeah.
embrace that song,
Oh
that
yeah.
shit.
But
Especially if
yeah.
it's Friday night or something.
Oh yeah. Before I let go too. All that.
Oh
Facts.
Lord, come on now.
Yeah.
Anybody under 30 maybe, like under 25 maybe won't fuck with it, 26. But like up, like millennial, yeah, you got 'em.
Yeah. Got to.
You got them.
Got
That's
to.
it. That's it. Son, I would have loved for you to do a G Unit mix from all the remixes they did. That'd have been crazy.
Yeah.
Just an
I,
idea.
yeah, nah, bruh. Oh, like you mean all them freestyles? Like the
Nah,
G
the
and the
one she
radios?
used to like G Unit radios like you should be here.
Yeah,
Remember how
yeah,
50 used to sing
yeah,
on those shits?
yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah,
you
got
know what I'm
all that.
saying?
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
okay, okay.
I definitely want to do like a best of series, like a G best of G
Oh, that'd
Unit,
be
best of
crazy.
Dipset.
That'd
Yeah,
be
I'm gonna do it.
crazy.
I'm gonna do it
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I gotta check my boy out when he goes live, and he did his thing yesterday with Corey, with Cody. My bad,
Oh
Cody.
yeah, yeah,
DJ
yeah.
C Papa.
Uh
Shout
huh.
out my boy
Yeah.
from the town north. How did that go yesterday?
Oh, it went smooth, bro. It went smooth. Mad fun, bro. Mad fun. I mean,
Yeah,
it's funny. For some reason, I can't find the video. Like, I don't know what it is with Twitch, but I think you gotta change the setting where it saves your old live stream. So
right.
I gotta check that out again. But it went good though. It went good. We had the multi angle thing. It was cool, man. It was very smooth.
So what's the worst thing? What do you hate about working with other DJs? If you could pick something, what's the most annoying thing, or maybe something that throws you off? You don't have to say any names, just experiences you had.
Like working with DJs.
Yeah, like collaborating, or maybe
Um,
something another DJ might have did to throw you off unintentionally. You know what I'm saying?
right. So a lot of times when it's in events, a lot of times it's the time of the event and like what you're playing at that time. Like, if I don't know, if I Get Money is the hottest song at the moment, like don't play it at 11:30. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. That's
wait,
facts.
like build it up. Like there's so much music that you could play before that, especially if the club's not packed. You know, that was always like the issue DJs had with each other. Like, fam, like you're not even like the prime time DJ. We got radio DJs on the way, and you want to play I Get Money when you get on at 11. Like, there's nobody
Yeah.
here, so it's almost like you take the hype out of the song when it's played later because you already played it early. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and then it's like if the next three DJs want to play the same song, like, you know what I mean? Like, so
Hmm.
I would say the range of music is like an issue I have with DJs. Like, I think DJs should be, doing a little bit more and maybe getting a little bit more creative as far as like the range of songs that they have and the timing they play that song. Um, whether it's multiple DJs on a party or not, like you should know when the song is gonna hit the best, like, for
Right.
real. So
Right.
it's yeah, so it's that, and for the most part, just but and I do it too, but just like copying sets. Like I've heard me play certain sets that I put together myself, and I
Hmm.
be in the event, and this is like, damn, that set sound mighty familiar.
Familiar.
Yeah,
Word.
like, but it can happen, bro. Like, it is what it is. Like, we don't own the music, so it's like
Right. Right.
and the other thing I learned is that people have, like, you know in a way, like, great minds think alike. So if we're all hip hop DJs, if you put 20 hip hop DJs in a room and, like, you say, all right, give me a top, 15-minute set, like, and say the
Hmm.
subject is rap music, like, we probably play the same songs. Like, it might be the same order, some songs, it just is what it is as far as BPM, even, like, these songs just happen to always go with these songs. So some things we can't really, like, get all the way away from.
Control. Yeah.
Yeah. Some things just, like, not in our control. So in a way, like, I've learned to let go and just, like, kind of just focus on my own thing. Like, I know if you play I Get Money, I'll probably play the acapella or something first, and, like, or
Right.
blend, or, like, switch it up like that. So I think that's why I think staying ready as a DJ and having your music always organized and constantly practicing is, like, the real job of a DJ. Like, it's really just staying ready, because anything can happen, in a sense of, like, the DJ playing a song that you want to play, or they played a lot of what you were prepared to play,
Yeah.
or in a sense of, like, yo, like, somebody could hit me up for a party in 3 days, and I got to have that
Right.
music ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that is one of the
Staying on point.
staying on point, bro. Got to stay on point, son.
And that's crazy to
Right.
add to that, man. What I learned as a creator is you always gonna get jacked of an idea or something, man. That's just gonna happen. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And you
Facts.
gotta just be able to adapt and switch it up.
Yeah.
That's
That's
it.
it. That's
You know what I
it,
mean?
bro.
Because you look crazy complaining about it. When you do say something,
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, "Oh, what's the big deal?" Like they don't
Right.
know how much
Right.
dedication you put into your craft.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
good. That's
Yeah.
good, man.
For sure.
Yeah, but we're gonna move on and see this next phase that you went through because a lot of people might not know. you were working with Hot 97. You were
Oh
part of the
yeah.
staff. So tell me about that experience of just getting in, and how was it when you were there? Like as far as just learning and seeing other DJs you grew up on. How
Yeah.
was it working for Hot 97, man?
Yeah, man. It was I straight up say it was a dream come true. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? But you got to wake up from the dream sometime. But
Real.
you know, it was. I'll tell you how I got in. So I was working at iDJ Now. It's a DJ store in Queens. Sell DJ equipment, all that stuff, right? And my main
Mm-hmm.
DJ Rich Kid, he was already working for Flex, right? And I think it was like scheduling issues with him. Like, you know, he was kind of doing other things, whatever. So he's like, "Yo, man, we looking for, a DJ to like pretty much sub in when you can, or
Mm-hmm.
that type of thing." And he asked me if I knew any other DJs, and I'm like, the job that you asking to do is not a amateur job. Like, you got to know some shit to, like, work for Flex. Like, you got to know operating systems with the Mac. You got to know hard drives and
The whole nine.
Serato.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you gotta know some shit. So I was like, yo, bro, honestly, I'm the only one qualified that I would know that could handle this. Like, cause again, I work at the DJ store. I do troubleshooting all day, speakers, controllers, this, that, mixes, whatever. So I'm like, yo, I'm the only one that, you know what I mean? So he's like, yo, bro, just come out to the next event, and I'm gonna introduce you to Flex, whatever, whatever. So I kept coming out. I kept coming out, just showing face. Like, I wouldn't even talk to Flex sometimes. Like, he's, he in his own zone, but I'm
Yeah.
there
Right. Right.
just in case something happens, whatever. So I think something happened one day. We was at BB King's, we all on stage, and I think Flex computer wouldn't connect or something, and I did something really quick, and I got it to connect. So he was like, all
Ah.
right, cool. He was like, you know what I mean? So I think that's when he recognized, like, okay, this kid ain't just here standing around. Like, he actually know how to do
You sure
something.
you ain't? You sure you ain't cut the Wi-Fi or something in the
Nah,
place?
nah,
Cause you know,
nah,
kind
nah.
of. All right, bet.
Make myself look good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Nah.
If I pull this wire, he gonna need me in 10
Yeah,
minutes.
facts, facts.
Oh, I
Nah,
know what to
nah.
do. Does anybody here know a doctor? You can, you know what I'm saying?
Yo. Nah, yo, so you funny, bro. You funny. So Deep
It's
Wave
real
TV,
talk.
y'all know what it
It's
is.
Deep Wave TV,
Yeah.
man. Tap in.
Real quick, I gotta give some shout outs, man. You ain't watching this chat, man. You gotta watch the chat. Shout out to Daniel Ullman, the Germ, Rashard Best,
Yes, sir.
King
Yes, sir.
Benji, the
Yeah, let's do it.
squad.
Benji Best. Yes,
Word.
sir. Rashad. Shout out everybody, man. John, what
Word.
up, man?
Word. So yeah, so and I'm a fast forward again. So it was one weekend, Rich Kid couldn't make it to the gig,
Yes, sir.
and he it was actually like a 3-day weekend gig type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
like Atlantic City. Then we had to hit some other spot, and then we had to hit like a strip club in Yonkers, like as the third spot, like coming back to New York.
Right.
So it was crazy, son. My first like gig by myself is like in Atlantic City. It was crazy. I had a hotel room and all that to
Wait, wait,
myself.
wait. Strip club in Yonkers. You was at Sue's? That's Sue's
Yes.
Rendezvous in the
Yes,
Bronx over
yes,
there. All
yes,
right, bet.
yes, yes.
That's
I
a
believe
that's a
I
nice spot.
believe
That's a
Yonkers.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was Sue's, right?
Probably yeah. More than likely it's Sue's. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna get to how I saw that. So yeah. So long story short, I had the hotel, um, all that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like blown away, like, yo, because I killed it at the gig too, like held it down, needles, finals, like I was there to really like assist, like I was really like on some focus shit. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, we get to the next gig, and it was like Flex's girl Maria. She like she told me that he kind of likes the way I move, et cetera, et cetera. So
Right.
that kind of got me hype, and I was like, all right, cool. Like, I guess I'm doing the right thing. Um, so we head back to like Sue's. Same thing. I'm still getting busy, hooking everything up. Everything's good. I met Young M.A. like on the walk-in, like with Flex. You know what I mean? We all talking.
Lit.
And she's asking me, like, yo, I got my single on the flash. Like, could you throw it in the computer or whatever? Yeah, it was all right, bet.
Wow. You was a
Boom.
part of that.
Yeah, bro. So much I was a part of. But it's funny, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, it was so much I was a part of that, like, if I wasn't there, like,
What it
who would
had
have?
cultivated.
Yeah, son. So there's
Mm.
issues. Boom, got it done. You know, I think I end up airdropping the single from from her phone to the computer. I don't know, I forget. But
Wow. Wow.
yeah, so now I'm in the booth. Yo, the booth, that booth is so small, bro. Like that DJ booth, right? So I'm in the booth, right? Who else wants to walk in? Murder Mook and Allen Iverson, right? At the same
Word.
time, yeah. So they dap and flex up. I'm all in the corner, like if you pull, I think there's a pic of me in the background where they like taking the picture, but like I'm in the background. Yeah, I was like, yo, son. So yeah, they
That's
all walk in,
crazy.
and I'm like, damn. On my first gig with Flex, it was like Atlantic City, by the way, was like 40, 50,000 people. Like it was in the arena.
Nuts.
Yeah, so I was, armpits sweating on that stage, bro. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
setting up and all that. But, yeah, son, so, uh, um, um,
That's nerve wracking, bro.
yeah, yeah, bro, for sure, for sure. So I ended up killing that weekend, and then
Hmm.
basically it was like I got the call from my man Triple Threat, and he's like, "Yo, bro, like, Flex Axe, if you would, are you down to like, really do this, whatever, whatever." And I was like, he, Triple Threat goes, "Yo, I know what you're probably thinking, like, but saying yes is better than saying no." Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause he could tell I was hesitant. Like, all right, does that, like, I didn't even know what it meant to, like, what
Yeah,
am I, what
right,
am
right,
I getting into? You know what I mean? But he was
right,
like, yo,
right, right.
like, you gonna learn, like, cause it's like, if you say no, it's like you out and you probably won't get the opportunity again. But if
That's
you
a
say,
fact.
yeah, but if you say yes, you could still get in and leave whenever you want. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
I'm
a
like, all right,
fact. That's a
might as
fact.
well jump in, right? So
Puts the ball in your court.
right, right. So I jumped in, and it was like, yo, the next day he's like, yo, pull up to his crib, like, and he'll give you. He said, yo, you got to pick up turntables from his crib. Go to his crib, amazing house.
Yeah.
He gives me the turntables, and he tells me, yo, bring these to the station. So now I'm going to the station like right after his crib. So I'm hyped, right? So I'm like, so he's like, yo, set these up because I'm set up the turntables because I'm trying to do this like DJ segment, right? So I'm like, I
Right.
bet. Get there, set it up, did the test run, flawless, everything worked out. So now we were able to do the DJ segment. Then it
Right.
was like the next day it was like, yo, I need you back at the station. We got a freestyle for like I think my first freestyle that I was in, it might have been like Casanova's freestyle, like in 2016 or something like that. So I had I was in the booth, end up scratching the beat, and Flex was like, "Yo, Ernst, let's do it." Like he said my name like on the YouTube, so it was like after that, that's when everybody's hitting me like, "Yo," even people from high school, bro. People from high school like, "Yo, is that you?" In
Yep.
the back, I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." You know what I mean? So,
That
that
shit
was,
felt good, didn't it?
yeah, bro. Felt good, and like, and that's when like that whole time was like a lot of just like, yo, like, am I really doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I really doing this? Like, I'm really here, like in the station right now. Like,
Present.
it,
Yeah, man.
yeah, it was like it was mind blowing, at the time, because it was like I always wanted to do it for so long, being younger. Like, I used to write resumes to 105 and Hot 97 and
Right,
all that
right.
stuff at that time, and it was like I didn't even have to go through like street team level and work my way up. It was like
Yeah.
yo, it was almost
It's
like,
crazy, right?
I,
It's who you know.
yeah, yeah, it definitely is who you know,
Yeah.
and also being ready for the opportunity. Like, if I got that same call at like 20 years old, I wouldn't have been ready for that responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Put it
So,
this way. Put it this way. If I had gotten that call, I'd have been fired in a day. I'd have been like, all right, so where does plug go? Yeah, can
right,
you step outside? What's up? Yeah, you fired, bro. You can't do this. Why'd you say yes? It's like
right,
I just want the opportunity, man.
right, right.
You
I just want to be in the
you got
room.
those guys too. Word. But
So,
how was it? Run me through when you met Nip, man. You know that's my
oh,
hero, man.
oh
Like
yeah,
how
yeah,
was that?
yeah. Man,
Fallen legend.
so thing about that is too, I met Nip at one of his first shows. I DJ'd one of Nip's first shows at Santos. I have the footage too. I'll show you. But I
Okay.
DJ'd one of his first shows at Santos Party House, and I had my Earns World mic and all that at that time. This is like I can't remember, but this is like, I think, like Fly Crippin',
Yeah,
whatever
right. When he first
mixtape
started.
that
Yeah.
is, yeah. And met him. He was mad, yo, bro. Even I don't think it was Sam. It was like one of his other managers, whatever. Was like, I asked him. I said, yo, bro, like Nip doing drops or interviews, whatever. He's like, nah. We kind of in and out, whatever, whatever. Like, we got places to be and all. I'm like, damn, like I'm the DJ for the show, like.
Yeah.
Hey, like for real, like
Yeah.
I was like,
Thumping.
I
Yeah.
guess, but but his manager left the room and Nip walked right in. It wasn't that many people standing around. I think it was like
Right.
Jack Thriller and me in like the
Okay.
backstage. I'm like, yo, Nip, I get a quick drop. He was like, yeah, for sure. Like I was
Oh, he's
like,
fucking with you.
yeah,
Yeah.
easy too. Like he's like, yeah, shout out my nigga Earns World, blah blah blah. Yo, I was like, son, this nigga just gave me a drop. Like, and he wasn't even as big as he is, but he gave me one of my first drops, like on camera and all that.
Wow.
Yeah, son.
Hold
So,
on to that forever, bro.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So,
That's cool.
yeah, so I met him then, and then fast forward, to the freestyle in 2016. No, sorry, like
Yeah.
2018, 2017 that he did with
Up at
Flex.
Flex.
Yeah, and I met him there again, son. And I was like, yo, it was crazy because I heard Nip was coming, so I'm like, let me throw on my marathon tee. Just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because it was like they would always want to keep it quiet to like who's pulling up, whatever. Like even
Right.
when Meek pulled up one, it was like, well, we really didn't know to the day of.
Right.
So so yo, Nip pulled out. I was like, oh shit, Nip is here again, son. So again, just showing mad love, son. Like very cool guy, like very cool guy. We in the booth. He going through my computer looking at instrumentals. He's like, all right, cool, that's good, that's good. And
He
yeah,
picked
bro.
his shit.
Nah, I think Flex might have picked the first instrumental was like Who Shot Ya, and then
Okay. Yeah.
and then I don't think he was feeling that, so I threw on If I Ruled the World, and he's like, okay, and then he
Yeah.
was he was definitely
That's
getting
more his
into,
speed, which he
yeah,
killed.
yeah, hell yeah, hell
Did he
yeah.
remember you at all from the last meeting?
Um, you know what? I I don't think so, but the way he showed love was just like, and then he told me, he said, yo, so that's a good shirt right there. Like he noticed the shirt too, so he already knew, like, this nigga knows some Nipsey,
He's
you know what I
tapped
mean?
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
tapped
Yeah.
in, like, cause at the time, like, I don't think the people at the station was really tapped in, like I
Right.
was already, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, man, just man, just a cool guy, man. Like I'd have loved to been able to talk more with him. I
Right.
told him the songs I liked on the album and all that. So he's like, yo, I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. But
Right.
just like, man, son, like
Yeah.
Nip
It
is
was a heavy
tall too.
loss,
Nip is
man.
tall too.
Yeah.
Tall guy. Yeah, yeah.
So he's like a figure to look at. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
son.
Real talk.
Yeah,
hmm
bro. Great times though. Great. That was a great
So,
meet.
so with all that being said, man, it's like, where do you see your career going in the next maybe 5 to 10?
5 to 10. trying to think, man. It's so
Yeah,
much. Like,
that's what a good question does to you,
right.
man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Shut you
Right.
down, you feel me? Real talk.
Yo, I mean, with the COVID change
Hmm.
is very like definitely gotta pivot in some ways. Like, I tell I talk with DJs a lot, and I say, yo, I'll be honest, I don't want to be in 10 years, 20 years, like scrambling for gigs and
Right.
trying to do like I just don't. I'm more into like not more into like I love it all, but it's just I don't want to be 40 DJing the Sweet 16. Like it's just
Straight up.
I'm not. A wedding, if it's a young wedding, like I'd rather let a young DJ do that. So I really see myself kind of becoming like a guru and like managing DJs under me
Hmm.
because I know how to organize, I know how to talk to people. There's a lot to learn with DJing, like as far as like the business and all that stuff that the younger DJs don't even know yet. So I see myself kind of like leading a group of DJs in a way, like in a like how enough handles the heavy hitters and
Right.
like manages them guys, them puts
Right.
them in the right position. I see that for myself, but also still getting busy. Like I ain't never gonna stop making
Yeah. Right.
mixes and all that stuff. But I'm interested in putting on new talent and really becoming the gatekeepers again, like DJs becoming the gatekeepers, like
Right.
being that even that middle between whether it be the artist and the industry or the producer and the artist, like
Hmm.
whatever it is. But I'm trying to like see exactly like where I want to go. And I'm definitely into tech too as well. So working on the app, but I don't want to say too much because
You don't want to get
that
too
that can
crazy
take
with that. Yeah.
yeah that can and that takes a while as well. So but
Right.
as far as like just DJing in general, like always gonna be live streaming, always gonna be making mixes. And as far as making DJing a career, it's like I feel like some people make DJing a career, but they don't love what they do DJing. Like some people, do nothing but private events, and
Hmm.
they don't love it because it's like, yo, you got to bring all this equipment every time.
Right.
Like, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, nah, like that's not what I want to do. Like, I rather be I rather you call me and I'm there and you're paying me a fee and I don't gotta bring no equipment. I just bring my laptop, boom. You know what I'm saying? But
Right. Right.
to get to that level, like you gotta build some sort of value, like with
Some
yourself.
foundation.
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
Hmm.
exactly. So like, you know, I don't want to like single out any type of radio DJs, but some of them aren't the best skill wise, but it's their presence and uh their what is it?
Charisma.
Nah, more like clout to like
Mm.
that they're getting hired for. They're getting hired for their brand, like them
Right.
them as a brand. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
unfortunately, like that's the way things are going.
Hmm.
Because of social media, because of everyone eats with their eyes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So followers,
That's how it
numbers,
goes. Yeah.
that's just what it is. So in a way, you got to play the game, but like I felt like I'm always gonna play my own game, bro. Like I'm always gonna play my own game, like cause
You'll go
I
farther. You'll go
yeah.
farther staying true, man.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Yeah, like I don't want to be miserable, you know, like DJing. Like I don't want to be like, yeah. I really want to still love it. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
if putting other artists on, if I like love that, then I'd rather just go like deeper into that. And I mean deeper, not just like not just posting artists on my Instagram. I'm talking like, whether it be freestyles, whether it be, in person interviewing,
Right. Right.
whatever it is. Like, I'd rather go deeper into that. Like, I really like Sway, like how he does his thing. I feel like Sway kind of keeps it. I don't know. He just keeps things like
Keeps it
true.
authentic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he keeps it authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
but it's also like a different uh thing when it comes to Sirius XM. You get a little bit more like freedom and stuff. So
Yeah.
to explore new artists and all that stuff. But yeah, man, for sure, for sure. And oh, like I was saying, just this whole COVID thing, like definitely uh put me in a like different mind state that like I just like what we do as DJs is definitely like a luxury. Like
Mhm.
people don't like the I'm just saying things could be taken away at any
Right.
point. You know what I mean? And then now we back to square one again. We can't DJ. Like
That's a fact.
what do we do? Even music, like even you as an artist, like all artists, like I'm just like it's very like tricky to know like
Mhm.
when are things coming back, when are people gonna be able to make money off shows and all
Right.
that stuff, you know what I
Right.
mean? So it's very tricky time we living in, bro. Like
Tricky time.
I'd love to come back and interview once things go back to normal, if that's a
Yeah.
thing, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
because
Definitely.
I'm
Definitely gonna have it back.
curious to
Mhm.
where all this is gonna go. Like it's crazy times, so.
Well, I'm faithful it's gonna turn out for the people that stay true the best. So, you know what I'm saying? But yo, give them the social media tags of where they can find you, man,
Oh
and
yeah,
tap in
facts.
with you.
Facts. So it's DJ Earns. Um, everything is Earns World. So IG at Earns World, ERNZ World. I just got the Twitch up there. Follow me on the Twitch. It's at Earns World, ERNZ World. Um, I don't be on Twitter like that no more. But
Yeah,
it's
facts.
Earns World, everything. EarnsWorld.com too. That's where you're gonna really find me, find my contact, all that.
Yeah,
So
I don't
holla
be
at
on
me.
there, but I'm still on there. Yeah, got it,
Yeah,
got it,
yeah,
got it.
yeah, yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
man, appreciate you stopping by the show and giving your take and bringing us through your journey, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. No problem. I got a question for you though, man.
Yo, what's up?
Word. Like, what made you start the deep wave thing? Like, where do you want to take it? Like, what's the? Because I see you got two producers already. You got skincare,
Hmm.
woman, and who else? One more.
I
Kingpin, the
did
Kingpin, the drug.
two producers, one DJ, skincare, a basketball coach,
Yes,
doing
yes,
things
I
in
did.
Brooklyn,
Yes,
big things.
right,
We
right.
have,
Shout.
yeah, we have a New York legend, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we got a lot of people, we got a lot of new people coming up
All
too.
right,
Don't worry, man. I can't give you everything, but
all right.
it basically started like just conversation. I like conversation. I feel like I'm good at it. I have a good ear. I let people talk. A lot of people like to over talk their guests and chime in, and
All
it's
right.
it's whatever, to each his own. But I got my way of talking, so I just wanted to display that. And if my corner shines, it shines. I'm not gonna force nothing on nobody or more views or do something stupid just
Right.
to get views. I'm just gonna be me and rock out with my brand.
Okay. Okay. No
Yeah,
doubt.
man. Thank you for interviewing me, man.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah. No
crazy for a
doubt.
change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real
No
talk.
doubt. No
Mm.
doubt, bro. This is good, man. This is good. Let's just keep it going, bro.
Let's just keep it going. Let's keep the people enlightened. And yo, thanks again for stopping by, bro, and everybody that chimed in, man. Thank you. Please tune in to Deep Wave, and we got the Deep Wave merch
Yeah.
coming
You
through.
see
You know
it.
what I'm
You see
saying?
it.
I'm gonna have the jumpsuits and everything come through. So tap in with me for that. All right.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. It's your boy Swim and DJ Earns signing
Yeah.
out.
Signing out.
Holla, man.